Hi everyone, welcome to this makeup date. I went through so much since my last makeup date, and so I guess a lot of things are just on the verge of finishing up. So I just wanted to get on here sooner than later because my bag is full. I don't have a very big bag by granted, but I mean, this has only been about what, a week and a half since my last update. So I just wanted to hop on here, clear that out so I can keep moving through things. And then also I'll be showing you some of the few products, thankfully, that came into my collection over the last week and a half. And then I am gonna sneak in a deck of panning update using the new board. I'm kind of whispering because I feel bad I'm doing this so early. It's the 10th right now, and I feel kind of bad doing it so early compared to, I know there's gonna be a huge wave of videos coming in on the 20th, and I I'm kind of too excited, I think, to wait. Plus, I already like worked through all my prompts from the last time. If you guys didn't know, I actually started my deck of panning in November, so I'm just kind of like moving through this. I'm counting this as another update rather than like a brand new fresh start to the project. But I am using the new deck, or I am using the new board, which is super exciting. I think Emily actually updated it back in December, like end of December, and so when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's up, and it's so exciting. This board is really great. So thank you, Emily, for doing that. But I'm kind of gonna sneak it in here because I feel bad I'm doing a little bit out of the ordinary. So if you want to watch it, stick around. If you want to wait till the 20th to watch this, by all means do so. I'm gonna just go ahead and update my project just because I finished all my prompts from last time, and I kind of want to know what I'm gonna be getting myself into um, for this next round. So let's start with the outs because I just showed you. I'm gonna try to fly through these a little bit faster. I'm not gonna explain them in super detail, but actually finished up two body washes because I ended up decanting these into another bottle because I was just already mixing them all together anyways, and so I was like, let me just empty these bottles and get them out. But they sound empty. Sorry, they didn't sound very empty there. But yes, those are done. I'm just gonna throw them on the ground over here. Don't mind me. Um, and then let me see. This is a baby shampoo from Dollar Tree. Don't recommend this. Also use this up as a body wash. Um, and then I did use up, this is probably one of my favorite conditioners, is this 3 Minute Miracle by Aussie. I've used this for years and it's great. But I only pick it up on discount just because a regular conditioner is just fine for my hair too. All right, now to the finer products. I have a weird mix in here. Some are like super exciting, some are different. So let me pull them out here. Let me see. I used up the, oh, I get to pop this on. Okay. I used up the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. And if you guys didn't know, there is like one of those, I'll just pop it right out actually. There's one of those like drying packets. What are they called? There's a name for them. They're like an absorbent humectant, something like that. But anyways, yeah, so I was really confused. I thought there was like a whole chunk of this stuff just hardened in there when that wasn't the case, and I was actually done. I just like kept shaking and shaking, couldn't get it out, so I popped it off, and that's what was in there. This is only 4 grams compared to like the, oh gosh, I know their big size is like 75 grams or something like that. So there's not a ton of product in here. It was good for what it was, but it wasn't spectacular and definitely not worth the price. So I have another one of these to go through this year, but I really actually like the Sephora powder cleanser. That one is worth the money. But yeah, done with this one. Yay. And then I finished the deluxe sample of the Charlotte's Magic Cream. This was fine. Scent was a little rosy for me, so I think I'll pass on that in the future. And then let me see here. I did use up my, I think last time I only had like 2 days worth of this, but this is just like the deluxe sample of the Laneige Sleeping Balm. That one's done. Wouldn't repurchase that one either. I finished up my DIY bronzer. I featured this a few weeks ago, put it in my deck of panning, so I'll update you on this again just in a few moments, but I finished it. So it was just kind of a mix of like a primer and some other stuff. Can't recall all of a sudden. yeah, of just like a bronzing powder and a primer and stuff like that. Did I say bronzing powder? Did I say bronzing primer? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's getting late, y'all. Um, okay, and then the next thing I want to update you on is this is kind of a weird one. I broke a brush. Um, the brush head itself is still fine. I just got this off of Amazon. It's not a very common brush shape, which is why I got it, and it works fine. It has its pros and cons. So I might end up just taking this apart and using this as like a travel brush or something. Maybe cleaning it off and letting my toddler play with it, like, you know, something like that. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and just move this, not keep it in heavy rotation in my brush collection. Um, and then these next few items are kind of funky. Let me explain why. First is my Glow Recipe Watermelon Dewdrops. And this one, I just like got to a point where I couldn't pump it out anymore. So I ended up having to decant it into, it nearly filled up this sample jar from MAC, which I think holds 5 grams. Yeah, something like 4 or 5 grams. So that was like nearly a third of this product that was in here, was just like stuck to the bottom. So as much as this is super cute, I would have loved to reuse this, but if I'm gonna continuously still get a third of my product stuck in here, that's not worth it to me. So decent product, poor packaging. Yeah, I'll move on. So I'll use up the rest of this, but just letting you know, I finished the, whoops, I finished the, whatever was, or at least like, I'm not using this bottle anymore. And so rolling that out. And then this one I'm not done with either, but this is a ColourPop cream gel liner. I don't typically buy products from ColourPop, but this came maybe with like a Glambot order. Was something I asked for? I don't think it was something I asked for. I think it came in like a random grab bag set. So what I ended up doing was I don't like using stick liners in general. And this was like one of those things I was going to use more as a base than anything else. And what I ended up doing was actually just depotting it, just like smushing it all into my MAC paint pot and groundwork. And so you can barely see, it's like getting all mixed in. It's like these few pieces right there. And I just kind of like run my finger over all of it and mix groundwork and this, and I have some other cream shadows or cream eyeshadows that I'm working on in here too. I just kind of mix them all together because it's just, I just end up wanting to do some sort of, I don't know, like cool toned shimmery base, and it works out fine for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in my empties bag, but that's kind of where all this product went. I did not actually use it up in full. I just chucked it into something else and will actually get use on it now that way, because I had no idea when I was going to pull this out and like get to work on it, because it's not like a type of product I would typically fold into my routine. This one's super exciting. Actually, I have two really exciting ones this month, this update. This is the Laura Geller powder, and I was talking about how much I want to hit pan on this year. Wasn't in love with the shade. It's actually too dark for me. I will be seeing this a lot, I think, over the next few updates, but I realized every single complexion product I own is too dark for me. I got matched much lighter than I ever thought I ever would be at MAC. And I always thought I was like MAC NC30, NC35. I even had a powder that went as dark as C4. If you know, that's like medium tan. You know, it's starting to push into that range. And then I got matched to NC20 and NC25 this last visit I went and got some samples. And so honestly, every single complexion product I have is like too dark, unfortunately. And this is no exception. This is Laura Geller in Balance and Brighten Foundation in medium. And honestly, I put some of this onto like my chest to see how it matched, and it almost looked like a contour. Like, that's how dark it was. So I might end up just using this as a contour, but I did end up hitting pan on it. I hit the Godet. It's not pan, the Godet. I learned that from Alexis from the Lipstick Lesbians. Thank you. And yeah, look at that. It's a waffle. It's a waffle pan. Obviously not very big, and I might see if I want to use this as like a contour powder or just break this out in the summer. But I'm not in love with the packaging. It's doing that flimsy thing, and this was used when I got it, so I will need to. I'll need to figure out what to do with it by the end of the year. But at least I hit pan on it. That was really that was the goal I wanted to get to. I think I do want to hit a little bit bigger of a pan before I let it go or decide whatever is going to happen to it. Um, so yeah, I might fold this into a project at some point, but for now, I think I'm just gonna focus on some other things. And then this is so exciting. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's done. It's the Rare Beauty Balm in Nearly Neutral that came in the holiday lip kit from Sephora this past holidays. I ended up going with a beauty spatula and just like swirling it all around, which is what makes that kind of swirling pattern. There's a little bit stuck to the sides. It looks like I can even pick it up on the brush actually. Oh my goodness, one less application, y'all. Let me do it. Let me do it with you guys on camera. And I can't get to the tip of it if you can't tell there. Sorry. The camera probably isn't focusing. It's not one of those cameras. But yeah, super clean. Last application. Honestly, this formula is exceptional. Probably one of the best lip formulas I've tried. I haven't tried that many to be honest, but one of the best ones. Found it really emollient and like it just felt soft. I don't know what it was. It was cushiony. It was nice. But there isn't a ton of product in there. I did use up a 9 milliliter lip gloss just recently. This is only 3.8. So yeah, I feel like I mean it has its unique qualities, and I would actually like to pick this up in probably a more pinky formula or pinky tone. This one was a little bit too nude, too brown for me. It's been good to kind of like neutralize um, my pink lipstick looks, but yeah, I think this shade I wouldn't repurchase again. The formula I would repurchase again. For the price, meh. Packaging spectacular. Um, I ended up actually posting an empty of this into on Reddit. I'm part of the yeah, one of the pages on there. So I might link that below if you want to see the pictures I got of this because it was spectacular in my opinion. So that's that. And then let me see. Yeah, I think those were all my outs. Sorry, I almost like picked up something else that I wasn't supposed to update you on in this section of the video. All right, let's update you on the things that came in. It's just one thing. I think it is. That's actually kind of exciting. I decided I'm gonna be using a lot more sponges this year. I have a few sponge cleansers I want to work through, and I realized if I like using my hands a lot, I might as well be using a sponge. And I had a few that were older, and I tried it out, and I actually really liked it. So I went out and got myself a few more sponges. Sephora just came out with a limited edition butterfly sponge. Hopefully you can see that. It's really cute. It's really just like a butterfly stamped on there. Maybe when I'm done with this, I'll cut it and see if the design goes all the way through, which I highly doubt. But it's cute for what it is, and I think the value of it was fine. I bought it full price. I probably future sponges, if I keep buying more sponges, I'll probably try to get them more on a discount. But for this design and for kind of where I'm at right now, I was like, that's fine. So that's that. I think this came in a set of two. The other one's back in my little makeup area. But yes, it came in a little set of two, and that's what came into my collection this month, or this for this update. Hopefully nothing else this month, but you never know. We're less than halfway through the month. All right, now let's move into my deck of panning update. So let me update you on what I was working on, and then do pull cards for my next one. So first and foremost, I was working on the e.l.f. green color corrector. I was trying to use 6 uses on this, and I did do that. Yay. And this is where I am now, by the way. I just rolled this into Partners in Cream. Yeah, I think so. Partners in Cream. I just rolled this into that project, so I'll be marking this one, and you'll get updates on this more consistently. The next one was, the prompt was metallic, and I needed to use my metallic eyeshadow in here. This is the House Labs Neutrals 2. And I just challenged myself to use this very, very metallic shade 6 times, I believe. And I knew I wasn't going to use it on my face or on my eyes very often, so I just challenged myself just to use it, whatever that meant. eyeshadow. I ended up actually using it on my Christmas cards, which came out actually really, really nice. It came out as kind of a goldy shift when I put it on paper, and that was really pretty. So that's kind of why there is a dip in it now, and I don't know when's the next time I'll be able to work on it, but it'll probably be more of another crafty type of thing and not actually on my eyes, because those aren't the type of looks I go for. I'm pretty boring when it comes to my eye looks. But yes, it's a good shade for what it is, but I find that the glitters or the metallics in this palette do migrate on my eyes and onto my face a little bit. And it's not like obnoxious, but it doesn't meet my expectations for a shimmer eyeshadow. So take it for what you want. All right, next one here is my SPF primer, and I'm trying to remember what I did with that because it's not right here. Let me look for it real quick. All my makeup stuff is like right here next to me, so maybe I just like popped it off somewhere. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's right here. I forgot that I had to keep this out for my deck of panning. This was a very, very exciting empty in my last makeup date, but I finished it. This is an SPF primer from Elizabeth Mott, blurring primer, SPF 30, and it's done. I think my project was for 10 uses, but I went ahead and finished that up. So that's very, very exciting. I had to decant it at some point. I was mixing it with other stuff at some point. I made a whole video about how I was mixing it to make cream bronzers and cream blushes and all that stuff. So it was a really cool technique that I learned with that primer, and very grateful for how it's enlightened me to a whole new way to use products. But that one is done and out of my deck of painting. I have a easy product. Looks like I had to finish an eye cream, which I did. I think it was the Biossance one, and I showed that in my last makeup date. But it's done. So, and I know I just digged for a product, but I think it's kind of like deep in there, so I'm not going to do that this time. I challenged myself to use a red lip, or at least a red lips product, 6 times for the seasonal prompt, and I'm choosing the red shade here, which is Viva Glam 1 in my Viva Glam palette, this shade right here. And it worked really nice. I got a dip in it. You guys can't tell. It's a little bit of a dip. And I think it is really beautiful for what it is. I don't think I'm that close to hitting. No, I'm not. Only like a third way down the back corner of the pan to hit pan. But I think I learned a lot from this. I really enjoyed mixing these two together, which is why there's like such a huge pan in this shade. And then I've started to mix it with some other shades, especially as I want to get a little bit more use out of it before I rotate it out into more like spring colors and stuff like that. So trying to get a little bit more use out of it. So I've continued making progress on it and didn't just like stop at 6. That was my goal. And then I also had a DIY bronzer that I had to finish, which I just talked about. So that one's done too. There's very little left, but just had to use it up. Yeah, I don't think I have anything too much more to share about that. Anyways, now let's get into my new products. Very exciting. Happy to feature my custom deck again. Let me make sure I know where the jokers are. Oh gosh, I haven't pulled it out since then. Cool. All right, so like I said, I love this deck. Features me on the cover, and then has like pictures and stuff of different shots of like my project pans and the empties I've had, and also just like generic flowers and stuff like that, just like pretty stuff that make me happy, and kind of like my project panning like in a deck of cards. And I'm really, really proud of this and really proud to feature it in this project. As you can see, I have, if I hold it, hopefully if I hold it close up, it'll focus, but it says deck of panning there on the edge. So I really did designate this for this project. All right, enough talking. Maybe I'm nervous again, but let's get going. So really cool board this month. The face cards have switched up from last year's, but the face cards will stay the same for the rest of the year. The rest of the board, the number cards will all fluctuate and change month to month. So yeah, we'll see what we get. I'm not going to talk too much about it. We'll just pull cards. I do pull a card for the prompt, and I pull a card from the number of uses. And I might double that number if it seems super low. But I have a ton of stuff to work on, so I just try to keep the uses low so I can really be rotating through products in this project. All right, and as usual, I have a, what are these called? Help me. I have a sticky note and a pen to be writing down things as I go because I am not slicing and dicing this section of the video and just want to jot things down quickly. So that's what you can expect. All right, let's shuffle. And this is terrible shuffling, but I honestly haven't really touched or ordered these since last time, so this should still be shuffled from last time. All right, so the first card is, you know it before I do actually, the Jack of Diamonds. And a red jack this year is the random letter generator. Oh gosh, which is always so difficult for me because I'm never prepared for it. So bear with me while I pull it up on my computer. And I actually still haven't pulled it from last time because I don't use this device that I'm doing it on very often. So let me go ahead and just refresh the page, please. Unless it's refreshing for me. I think it's doing something. All right, here we are. Okay, one more time. Letter P. All right. And let me find a product and then we can figure out the number of uses on it. I think I will do P for primer. Let's do that. I have a primer that's buried in here. I see it. Sorry, things are falling back there. I am trying to work through the All-Nighter Face Primer by Urban Decay. Yeah, it's like a primer. That's all I have to say. So, I think I'll just put it into finish, so I won't pull a card to for that. And then let me go back to the game board here. Let's do the second product. We are going with the 7 of Diamonds. Let's see what that prompt is. 7 of Diamonds is a foundation. Oh, that's a big one. All right, I have earmarked a few foundations for this year. Let me just go with the one I've been trying to work on. And just as a reminder, almost none of my products in any project is mutually exclusive, so there's definitely crossover. So the reason I know that is because there's other stickers on this product already, and I use stickers throughout all my projects to tell myself like what I've earmarked and should be currently working on throughout, you know, the whatever month or year. This one is earmarked for my out the door in 24, but just to like be getting some progress on it, I'll pull it into this project as well. I'm about here to start. If you can't tell, that marking right there. It's just like so hard with this, with the way the product settles in here. But I will challenge myself to use it this month 6 times. I want to use it more than that. I'll double this 12 times. So this is my Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and I want to use it 12 times. All right, 2 products down, 3 more to go. Next prompt, King of Spades, which is another face card. Oh, face cards, okay. It's a splurge item. Ooh, this is exciting. Oh shoot, am I still on the 2023 game board? No, I'm not. Give me a second. Oh, weird. Okay, I was using the 2024 game board for the first prompt. Use the 2023 game board for second prompt. Okay, let me pretend I'm rewinding. So the second prompt, which was the 7 of Diamonds, is actually a spray product, which this one doesn't count for. So let's throw this back into my collection here and cross that out. A spray product. I will use, what do I have as a spray? Oh, I don't have it here with me right now. Actually, no, I do. This is going to be a hard one, actually. My Batiste dry shampoo. I don't use dry shampoo very often. So, but I do want to use it by the end of the year. That one's also earmarked for out the door in 2024. And so, let me do that and let's figure out And actually, I'll just use the same card I had for the last one. Let me see. I pulled a 6, so let me just challenge myself to use it 6 times. I think that's okay. I won't double it for this project. Um, okay, I'm gonna shove this one. Actually, no, I will keep it out because I was just holding it. Okay. Let's see. I'm on the 2024 game board. This is a king, a black king. Has a pan. Also a good prompt. Yeah, when I heard when I saw splurge, I was like, that looks really familiar. I don't know. I was like, I think this one looks too familiar for it to be a new game board. But yes, has a pan. What do I have that has a pan in it? I actually don't have that many products I'm working on that have a pan. Should I pull out my Laura Geller one? When else am I going to use it, to be honest? All right, I'm going to do it. I just showed you guys the Laura Geller foundation that I had panned, just this last week. And I find this foundation too dark for the rest of my face. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to use this, probably as like a contour topper type of thing. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. It's weird, but I'll do it. And let's see how many uses I need to use it for. That's 10. I think that's a good goal, especially for like the weird use that I'm going to be using it for. Okay. All right. Next one here. Jack of clubs. I always struggle with the shape. It always looks like a clover, so I don't. Yeah. Anyways, Jack of clubs. That is a black jack, which is a powder product. Oh, I just pulled in a powder product too. Let me see. I could always pull in an eyeshadow, or I could challenge myself with other powder product. Let me challenge. I feel like this is the project of challenges, like things I don't really want to use, but I should get used on it. This is the loose powder that I want to use up or figure out what I'm doing with it by the end of 2024. So it's out the door in 2024. And yeah, it just has a ton of loose product in it. Let me tap it. No, it's like so full because this is like one of those DIY compacts and you can just like put in as much as you want. Like I can't even tap it down. Kind of. Right about there, maybe? Yeah, I'll call it there. I'll find a way to mark it. But yeah, I just need to get uses on this. So let's see how many uses I'm doing for it. 2. 2 seems low. Let me do 6 uses on it actually. And so all right. And then last product. Sorry, this is so long. 3 of spades. 3 of spades on this new board is a primer. Oh, I already threw in a primer though. Might I cheat? My SPF says that it is a hydrates, primes, and protects SPF. So I'll throw this in. Trying to finish it this month, so I'll go ahead and just put it into finish. Let me see, primer, SPF, and my goal is to finish. All right, I think that's a good list. I have 2 finished products. I have a few things that are going to be a little bit challenging. Need to figure out how to be using them to get my uses on them. And just things that are more difficult for me. So I think this is a good start. Anyways, very cool, very cool board. I really love the prompts, and there's some new ones in here this year. So really cool to see what everyone else gets with their deck of panning project pans. But that's where I'm at with that. Last thing for this makeup date, gosh, it's getting long, isn't it? Is my Project Lip Lab. Some of you know I am trying to raise enough money by using up products to get myself a trip, see some friends, go to a lip lab, and it's going to be roughly around like $500. I just recently hit $228 from all the empties that some of them that I featured here, and so very excited that I feel like I'm getting moving and getting good progress on that. So I don't think there's anything super surprising on here. I think I was hoping to see more workouts, and a workout I have folded in workouts as kind of an incentive as a part of this project. And I just still haven't done them as much as I want to. So hopefully there'll be more and more as the year goes on. And if anything, it'd be amazing to see me like go above and beyond my goals for that project, and find myself that I really do deserve to go on the trip that I want to go on. So anyways, that's my update for this makeup date. Thank you so much for watching if you watched this far. And I promise next time, Deck of Panning will be its own video, just because I kind of wanted to hide it this time, given that I'm throwing this out there a little bit earlier than most people. So if you found it great, but if you watch just my next one where I'm probably more in tune with everyone else, that's great too. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next update, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, week, wherever you're at. I'm getting a little awkward, so I'm just gonna bid you goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.